Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how we at Cream created this awesome year recap showing to our customer what happened on their year. So basically we're bringing a lot of fun informations about what they did, about their performance and what they did this year. Let me show you an example with dummy data just so you can understand what I'm talking about. And that was it. What do you think? Pretty cool, right? So in this video, I want to walk you through how we made this video and how we sent this to all of our merchants. And this is going out today. The moment I'm recording is not out yet, but it's going live today. So if you are using Cream to process payments, go to your dashboard now and you're going to see your own data on it. All right, but wait until the end of this video so you don't miss anything. All right, so let's do it. So the main engine we are using right here is Remotion. Remotion is a React library that allows you to do video using code, more specifically using React. You have components, you have styling, you have everything that a normal React app would have, and now you have over here, but with video. The main difference is that we have a timeline, and this timeline dictates what the video is going to look like at every frame of the video. So basically a video is a series of frames. It usually goes to 24 or 30 or 60 frames per second. And on this example here, we are using 60 frames because we want this fluid animation that we have over here. And how does this actually work on the code side? I'm going to show you right now. I have my app running over here, which by the way is open source. You can go to GitHub and check it by yourself. Basically, we are defining components over here through the timeline. I'm setting the duration, the gap between frames, everything that I need, and especially the component over here. And it's going to render at the exact time that I coded it to be. So the end result looks like something like this. You can see here there's a bunch of fragments on the timeline, and each of these fragments, which is a React component that is really cool. So let me show you an example. So this last one over here is basically the recap. It's basically a summary of everything the user had on this year. And let's take a look on the component itself. So I have the year summary over here, and it's basically a React component. And as you can see, we are using Tailwind to make this styling. Tailwind and video, both things together. So I don't know how, but this works. All right. But sometimes we actually cannot use Tailwind. We need to set the proper styling of it, especially if it's using animation for the styling. So over here, let me show you an example. We have this opacity property that is coming from over here, and we are basically interpolating based on our current frame. So this is what it looks like. I'm not going to go in depth over here. You can take a look on GitHub. We have the open source repository there. Based on the current frame, we animate the scene, and the rest is pretty much vanilla React. We also use this animated emojis over here that is provided by Google, and basically you can copy paste on your React application as well, and it's going to animate by itself. It's Google Fonts, github.io/Noto emoji animation, but you can Google, you're going to find it by yourself as well. We also used some Lottie files that you can find on lottiefiles.com. You can get it by yourself for free, and you have access to a limited amount that I think it's enough for you to give your first steps on it. So to get the data from our customers, we are getting directly from Supabase, which is the database we use. We have a bunch of queries here to get this data, which is something that is really crucial for us to get the correct information, to get the real values. Otherwise, the end result is not going to be accurate for our merchant. So this is pretty much all queries that we are using for the insights. And to actually render the video on production, we are using AWS Lambda. So Remotion, which you can check their documentation over here, you can go to the docs, and they have this whole section teaching how you can deploy to Lambda yourself. You just need an AWS account, follow the steps over here, which is really easy to do it by yourself. And we are doing this not because it's fun, not because it's pretty, it's because we want to give you shareable content, right? This is something we are aiming for over here. We want you to share what you're building, what you're doing, and especially if you are building in public, you want to share your achievements, right? And this is what we want to give you all. And this alone is very shareable. You can take the whole video, post on Twitter, post on LinkedIn, or if you don't want to go all in, you can just screenshot this end part and share on every platform. So if you are using Cream, especially if you have a lot of transactions in 2025, this is going to look very good for you. And I invite you to go to your dashboard and download your video yourself. So just a recap. So we have Remotion that uses React. If you are familiar with React, you're going to be good on this one, but you need to get familiar with frames. All right, you need to get familiar on how a timeline of the video works, and you need to know how to animate that over time. But other than that, very simple, very fast to do it. And once you're done with Remotion, you're going to upload your project on AWS Lambda. And once that's done, you're going to get an endpoint that you can basically call whenever you want. I recommend you using the library to make it way easier. And how do you get the data that you want and pass it to the video dynamically? You basically go to the root of your application and you pass over here the default props that is going to go to your AWS Lambda and render as you want it. We're passing the store name over here, for example. If you go to the composition, you can have the store name right over here. And with this, you can make everything dynamic as you want. And once you have this, you can pretty much call from your backend however you want, passing the default props. And how we are getting this data? We are using PostgreSQL, but that's pretty much the gist of it. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this walkthrough. It was really fun to build this project, and I hope you guys take the max out of it and share on your social media. All right, so we are launching this today, so go to your dashboard and share with all your friends. All right, thank you for watching and see you soon. Bye.